Shalom, shalom. Once again, this brother Bomber Lock coming at you with a lesson. And this lesson is centered around this word, this term that you often hear in the world, whistleblowing. And we're going to read the definition, and then we're going to come up with some precepts, and then we're going to close out the lesson. And really, we're not going to come up with a bunch of precepts. What we're going to do is read this lesson. We're going to go to, the book of Revelation, chapter 17. We're going to read that. We'll come out with a couple precepts, and if the Spirit allows, we'll just bring out other precepts, during the lesson. So before I get started, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Hakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom. And once again, this brother Bomb Malak, man. So we're going to read this definition of whistleblowing. This is Wikipedia. It's a whistleblowing, also whistleblowing or whistleblowing, whatever. It's the activity of a person, often an employee, revealing information about an activity within a private or a public organization that is deemed illegal, immoral, illicit, unsafe, and fraudulent. Whistleblowers can use a variety of international, internal, and external channels to communicate information or allegations. Over 80% of the whistleblowers report eternally to a supervisor, a human resource compliance, or a neutral third party within a company, hoping that the company would address the corrected issues. A whistleblower can also bring allegations to light by communicating with external entities such as the media, government, law enforcement. Some countries legislate as to what constitutes and protects disclosure and permissible methods of presenting a disclosure. Whistleblowing can occur in the private sector or in public sectors. And we're going to the next paragraph. It says, whistleblowers often face retaliation for their disclosure, including termination of employment. Several other actions may also be considered retaliatory, including unreasonable increase of workloads, reductions of hours, preventing task completion, mobbing, or bullying. It says laws in many countries attempt to provide protection for whistleblowers and to regulate whistleblower activities. These laws tend to adopt different approaches to public and private sector whistleblowing. And we're going to go back up to the top, man, because this is essentially what the prophets are doing, man. We prophesied and we're whistleblowing. We're whistleblowing. Number one, the most important thing is we're trying to We're calling you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who have forgotten, your nationality. We're bringing this back to the past and telling you who you are as a nation of people, that you're not just black, that you're not just a Latino, you're not just a so-called savage, which would be a so-called Native American. We're telling you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that you are the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and we getting backlash, man. And this is a big thing. You get. Let's read it again. It says, "Is the whistleblower is the activity of a person, often an employee, revealing information about activity within a private or public organization." And 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't understand that America is just a big business. So it's a big organization that is deemed illegal. We know America is immoral. Cause what? Matter of fact, let's go right here to Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. The book of Hebrews, this is in the King James Version. It said, the book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16, it said, "At least there be any fornicator, a profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." And that's right now, we whistleblowing because we're telling you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that Esau is the so-called self-proclaimed white man that's on the planet Earth today. And y'all don't want it, and what he doing, he going back, we facing backlash, because we're telling them that, hey, y'all the biblical Edomites that the Bible speaks of, and we get that from both parties. Even the Edomites and the so-called Jakes, they'll come back, Esau, it's the Arabs. They everybody except who they are. But let's go to the Good News translation, and let's read, Hebrews 12 and 16. The book of Hebrews chapter 12 and 16, and this is in the Good News translation. It said, "Let no one become immoral or unspiritual like Esau, who for a single meal sold his right as the older son. Immoral. No, I didn't even want it. I want to get it out of the NIV. I wanted it out the NIV Bible online. Let's see, let's lock you for this. What I want. Let's keep going down. There we go. I wanted that. We want to read this in the NIV. Let's go back to the whistleblower. It says right here, again, it says, whistleblowing is the activity of a person, often an employee, revealing information about activity within a private or public organization that is deemed illegal, immoral. We just came out of the GNT and it said immoral, illicit, unsafe, and fraudulent. And Esau, he's all of those things, man. He's immoral, illicit, unsafe, and he's fraudulent. He's unsafe because you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, everywhere you go, you can't even travel, in a safe, without Esau Edom pulling up on you, telling you that you look suspicious, telling you that you don't belong in this area, telling you, Esau always have all kind of manner sayings that they'll do just to pull you over. But let's look at this in the NIV. I just pulled it up, right? The book of Hebrews. This is in the NIV. Chapter 12 and verse 16. See that no one is sexually immoral or godless like Esau, who for a single meal sold his inheritance rights as the oldest son. Sexually immoral. That's Esau in a nutshell. That's Esau in a nutshell. And what we blowing a whistle. We trying to tell you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that this guy, is sexually immoral. That this guy is godless. Because what? He's godless because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he gave us the Holy Bible. And we're to govern ourselves by the Holy Scriptures. But Esau Edom, he feels as though he can make up his own ordinances, his own laws, his own statutes that we should be governed by. And again, the book of Hebrews out of NIV, see that no one is sexually immoral or godless like Esau, who for a single meal sold his inheritance right as the oldest son. Woo, that hit home, man. And we're going right back to it. Public organization that is deemed illegal, immoral, illicit, unsafe, fraudulent. Whistleblowers can use a variety of internal or external channels. And we use these external channels such as what? The internet, YouTube. Brothers got TikTok. Brothers got all these other different social media platforms. And that's how we blowing the whistle. And often, and the point again, then it says whistleblowers in the second paragraph. It said whistleblowers often face retaliation for their disclosure, including terminations of employment. Several other actions may also be considered retaliatory, and that's exactly what happened, man. You even had brothers in other camps. They was blowing a whistle on brothers that would they called themselves that called themselves the Hebrew Israelites. You had other camp leaders who told their people, if you see them, report on them to their jobs. Why? Because we blowing a whistle on Esau Edom. We blowing a whistle on those camps that are teaching a false doctrine, and they don't like that. So we getting backlash, from internal, those that know that they are Israelites, but they don't practice the 100% truth, and external, from your jobs. Why? Because we blowing this whistle on Esau Edom. We blowing this whistle on because we trying to tell you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that y'all are the biblical Israelites. That y'all don't. Obviously, we fell away and we don't know who we are. So let's go to the book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. This is the reason why 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't understand, the Holy Scriptures. 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't understand who the biblical Edomites are. Not only that, you don't even understand that you are the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, because the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He blinded us for a time period. He took that away from us. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine inheritance that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever, which is going to burn for a long period of time. But now the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is bringing grace. And that's a beautiful thing, man, that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, out of the mouths of the prophets, we're bringing in that grace by bringing out your nationality, by bringing out the truth of the Holy Scriptures. By bringing out the truth of the Holy Scriptures, man, we're going to get backlash. We're going to get what they call in the world blowback. Why? Because we're blowing a whistle, on this illicit, on these unsafe and fraudulent people, man. The book of Hebrews chapter 12 and 16 again, see that no one is sexually immoral or godless like Esau, who for a single meal sold his inheritance rights as the oldest son. Why? Because the elders shall serve the younger, man. Go read the scriptures. Go read the scriptures, man. So let's get right to it. Let's go to the book of Revelation. We're going to read it out of the Good News Translation. The Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1. It said, and it reads, then one of the 7 angels who had 7 bowls came to me and said, come, and I will show you how the famous prostitute is to be punished, that great city that is built near many waters. And you can go, how you going to get this. This is the beginning stages of Babylon the Great, America. What? Isaiah 47 and 1. Come sit in the dust, O virgin daughter, of Babylon. Roughly paraphrasing. Go read it. Let's continue reading, man. The kings of the earth practice sexual immorality with her, and that's what Esau is. Well, Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16 says, see that no one is sexually immoral or godless like Esau, man. Why? Because what? He go around the world and he bring his sexual immorality, to different countries, man. That's why they got a big problem, man, with Ishmael over there in the so-called western parts of Asia. Because Ishmael don't want their sons and daughters to be sexually immoral. They don't want their wives to be whores. They don't want their sons to be homosexuals. They don't want their daughters to be whores. But Esau go over there and he pushed this agenda, and then he put these restraints on people by putting those where they can't get get goods and services. Y'all, you know the word I'm looking for. I just said it yesterday. It'll come back to me. Verse 2, the kings of the earth practice sexual immorality with her, and the people of the world become drunk from drinking the wine of her immorality. And that's the other parts of the world, man. You got the French, you got the Germans, and they all Edomites, but we spread it through the 4 corners of the earth, so you're gonna have Israelites, mixed in with those nations. So what they do, they go over there. Esau, he go over there and spread that Western philosophy on the different countries, man, because he's a sexual immoral person. Verse 3, it said, the spirit took control of me, and the angel carried me to the desert. There I saw a woman sitting on a red beast that had names insulting to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, written all over it. And the beast had 7 heads and 10 horns, going back, to NATO and the EU. Verse 4, the woman was dressed in purple and scarlet and covered with gold ornaments, precious stones, and pearls. And in her hands she held a golden cup full of obscene and filthy things, the results of her immorality. And that's exactly, you're talking about how America is always dressed up, and really you go, that good old Statue of Liberty is a prime example, of that, even though that thing is, I think is green or whatever color it is, but it's just a prime example, that big old cup that they got up in their hand with the light, with the fire, and said on her forehead was written the names the name that has a secret meaning, Great Babylon, the mother of all prostitutes, the pervert in the world. And that's exactly what America do, man. You know, that's exactly what America. America is that mother of harlots, the mother of harlots, because anything go here in America. That's why you got all these different countries, man. They, the citizens of different countries, they always want to come over here to America. They always want to come to America, man. Why? Because America, you can do anything you want to do. Those other countries, they had what restrictions? A woman, she had to maybe walk behind a man. A woman, she can't be speaking in public with men. But here in America, they'll allow your women to go up and to a man's face. They'll allow your man, another man, to grab hold of your woman from behind and sing a song and dance and be bumping and grinding against your woman, all for the, in the skies of art. They'll say, "Oh, that's art. That's entertainment." Or a joker gyrating on your woman from behind. But as long as they get money for it, they comfortable with that. Verse 5 again. On her forehead was written a name that has a secret meaning. Great Babylon, the mother of all prostitutes and the pervert in the world. And it is a secret name to 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and secret to Esau, Edom. Because who want to be confess that they are the Edomites? Who want to confess that they are America's Babylon the Great? They don't have to. We're telling you, the prophets, the teachers are telling you, Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that we live in America, Babylon the Great. We're telling you that this is the perverts in the world. And 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all are what? The biggest perverts in the world as well. Look at our women, man. Look at our women. A prime example of perverted behavior is that they just had this little girl on a video. I guess the mother don't talk to the little girl. How the girl had her head, her legs up in the air, and I guess, she was getting her little kitty cat, getting the hairs taken off her little kitty cat or whatever. However they, shaving her little kitty cat. And it was what? Probably a little 6 or a little 7-year-old girl doing. The pervert of the world, man. Because America allowed this. America allowed this. You see our your women go outside and they got their PUSSY pants on, which is those tights. They don't, we know they're not gonna go by God's law. Why don't they just put a pair of jeans on? We know they're not gonna put a dress or a skirt on. Why they don't want to put a pair of jeans on? Why a baggy pair of jeans, but no, they're not gonna put a skirt on, they're not gonna do anything, but they'll come outside, with those little biker shorts on so they can show they pee print. Because this is the pervert of the old world, man. America. Verse 6. And I saw the woman was drunk with the blood of God's people, of Yahweh's people, and the blood of those that were killed because they had been loyal to Yahweh. When I saw her, I was completely amazed, man. And now you got the hopeful elect. What we standing on our feet, man. We're calling on the name of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We're standing on our feet. Verse 7. This is Revelation chapter 17:7. It says, "Why are you amazed?" The angel asked me, and I would tell you the secret meaning of the woman and of the beast that carried her. The beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Verse 8. And the beast was once alive, but lived no longer. It is about to come up from the abyss and will go off to be destroyed. The people living on earth, whose names have not been written before the creation of the world in the book of the living, will be amazed as they look at the beast. I was once alive. Now it no longer lives, but it will reappear. And and that's coming back. We're talking about that America rise, from the pit, man. And the Europe is considered a pit. Europe, they don't grow anything, when we're talking about, vegetation, anything like that. They get everything shipped into there. They don't produce anything that can get shipped around the world, man. Vegetables and whatnot. And you got what? 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all names not written in the book of the life, man. names will not be written in the book of life because y'all don't know the name of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I just said it, and you still don't know it. And the wicked, they can't even say that name. The wicked can't even say that name. And again, it said the people living on earth whose names have not been written before the creation of the world in the book of the living. You can go back to what Jeremiah, the first chapter. Will be amazed as they look at the beast. And that's exactly what happened, man. Our people are so amazed when they look at America, Babylon the Great. They look at the whole system. They're amazed at it. They like little kids, with big eyes. Esau continued to continue to build, and he continued to do his witchcraft with this Neuralinks and all of these other things, which is gonna lead up to the MOT to the B, the microchip. They amazed at that. They like, oh man, that's beautiful. Be glad when I can get a microchip so I can put it in my right hand or my forehead so that I can operate all my electronic gadgets without even having to open it up, not without touching your phone. 2/3 of Negro Latinos in the Americas are about to fall, man. And Esau Edom know that he about to fall because he know that his time is short. Verse 9. This is Revelation 17:9. This call for wisdom and understanding. The 7 heads are 7 hills on which the woman sits. They are also the kings of the earth. 5 of them have fallen. One still rule, and the other one has not yet come. And when he comes, he must rule only a little while. And that goes into America coming out of the British French and the British French and matter of fact, because I'm going off head, and the Spaniards. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So we're gonna keep going, man. Let's keep going. Yeah, the Spanish, the French, and the British. And saying 5 of them have fallen, one still rules, and the other one has yet to come. When it comes, it must rule for a little while. And the beast that was once alive but lived no longer, it is itself an 8th king, who is one of the 7 and is going off to be destroyed. The 10 horns you saw are the 10 kings who have yet to begun to rule, but who will be given authority to rule as kings for 1 hour with the beast. And and that's exactly, America is just going. Just think about it. Lord said 1 hour with the beast. So America ain't been in rulership but in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai 1 hour. It said these 10 have the same purpose. They would give their power and authority to the beast. And that's what all these nations done, man. They don't gave their power, they don't gave all their power to America. But America is slowly it's falling off right now. America is slowly and surely is falling off. And you can see you got these nations are starting to stand up against America. Robbing the ships, they shooting missiles at them. They doing everything to America, Babylon the Great. And verse 14, and they will fight against the Lamb, but the Lamb together with his called, chosen, and faithful followers will defeat them, because he is Lord of Lords and King of Kings, man. And that's the time period that we're fastly approaching. Because the Lord, you can't beat the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, man. Or the Lord and Lords of King and King. That's a Mashiach Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 15, the angel also said to me, the waters you saw on which the prostitutes sit are nation, people, races, and language. And that's exactly what, America's the melting pot. America's that great melting pot. You got every nationality on the planet Earth here in America. You go to somewhere like Saudi Arabia, you might not have every nationality of people in Saudi Arabia. You go to probably Dubai, you're not gonna have all nation language and people in Dubai. Verse 16, the 10 horns you saw in the beast will hate the prostitute. They will take away everything she has and leave her naked. They will eat her flesh and destroy her with fire. They're going to destroy her with fire because what? This next war is going to be fought with fuels and fire. We don't read that out of Isaiah, the 9th chapter. For Yahweh has placed it in their hearts the will to carry out his purpose by acting together and giving to the beast their power to rule until Yahweh's words come true. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh words come true. Verse 18, the woman you saw is the great city that rules over the kings of the earth. And America rules over the kings of the earth, man. Everybody get their lead from America. You go look at the press conferences. The first thing most of these presidents from these different countries, they're going to do, they're going to reference America. They're going to always reference America. They're going to say, hey, we're joining hands with America. America is the leader, of the free world. America, they set the tone, but no longer of the nations are following the leads of America, man. The nations are tired of the whore. These nations are tired of the whore, man, because the whore don't what? All she brung in is fornication and filthiness, man. The nations are tired of the fornication and the filthiness of America, Babylon the Great. And we blowing the whistle, man. And we get backlash, what? From people like Vocab. We get backlash, from what? YouTube even what? They censor our videos. That's that because we blowing the whistle. We're telling the world who the great whore is. The great whore is America, Babylon the Great. We're telling the world who Esau Edom is, the so-called white man. We're telling America who the biblical Israelites are, the world who the Israelites really are, and they not the small hats that they are, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the world they not ready to accept that. They not ready to come to grips that we are God's chosen people. So what they do, they come out and tell us that we're crazy. And what they do, they'll come out and they go to your so-called pastors, and your pastors, they'll go out to their congregation and they tell them, hey, don't listen to them Israelites. God loves everybody. We don't care if you're black, yellow, green. They go off to using all this crazy shit talking about green. Ain't nobody on earth ever seen a green person. That's why they'll use it. We don't care. God don't care if you're black, you're yellow, you're green, you're purple, you're blue. Because what? They got to come and try to make us look like what? Because we whistleblowers, they got to come out, and try to make us look like we don't know what we're talking about. But you the one that sounded stupid talking about God loves the green, the yellow, the red, and all of this. Who sounds stupid? We're telling you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that y'all are the biblical Israelites. And we're telling y'all that Esau, Edom, the white man is Esau, the Edomites. And he's not white. He's a red man. Some of them look pinkish in color. We're blowing a whistle, man. And the world is not ready for it. But it's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. Matter of fact, let's get that. You can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 8, it says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. There's nothing they can do against it. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. This truth is spreading through the four corners of the earth like a wildfire. They can't contain it. It ain't nothing they can do about it. That's why you got these Edomites coming up on their platforms and they revealing, the illicit and the fraudulent behavior of their ancestors, in which they done to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because truth is what? It's starting to spread through the four corners of the earth. Truth shall spring from the earth, man. So I just want to do that quick lesson, man. I pray that it was edifying. So in closing, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you, I say, Shalom.